Therefore, we can conclude that Jean-Michel Trogno has been living under the civil birth identity of his sister, Brigitte Trogno, since at least 1986. Logically, then, Sebastian, Laurence, and Tifon Ozier, Brigitte's children, are administratively his nephews. That's remarkable that he wrote that in the book, because Xavier Poussard was never sued for defamation. Why is that? Why hasn't Xavier Poussard, if that is the wrong information, been sued for defamation? He is a French citizen. That would make the most sense. That is a clue, you guys, okay? President Macron, who is panicking at the moment, was unable to really offer an explanation for this lawsuit in America. He said that it was because the story had become so big in America, they had to do something. The story had become so big in America that they had to do something. That, my friends, is another clue. I'll tell you this, when you panic, you tend to make mistakes. Even before we had jumped into this series, the Macrons had already sent lawyers. They had already sent investigators to look into me. Emmanuel Macron flew to the United States to speak to Trump shortly thereafter. So we have to ask ourselves, what is it in particular about my voice and my reach within America that has the Élysée Palace so concerned? While tracing the life of Jean-Michel Trogno, Xavier Poussard unwittingly, I think, stumbled upon what is likely to lead us to the truth. Here is what he wrote in Becoming Brigitte. He wrote, quote, or asked rather, quote, what did Jean-Michel Trogno do between June of 1968 and 1973? Although little is known about this period of his life, Brigitte has always claimed to have watched the 1969 American moon landing on TV from the United States. Yeah, the answer is obvious if you're paying attention.